Hello and welcome back to another video wrestling and to another edition of Smackdown Out. And yeah, it's a big show today because we've got all of the build up to SummerSlam coming our way now. No Roman Brock stuff on this show, but we did get major developments ahead of tag title matches, things like that on the show. So Pat McAfee, Corbin as well. So yeah, big show like I was saying. Let's get into things with Pat McAfee, who kicked off SmackDown after running back the footage of Happy Corbin attacking 2 weeks ago. He said that he and Corbin were roommates a long time ago. Pat said Corbin was a decent guy before joining WWE, and that SummerSlam he will smack his bad attitude away. Corbin showed up on the Titantron and said Bactus should stay in his lane before saying he would take care of McAfee once and for all at SummerSlam. And yeah, who doesn't have a bit of Pat McAfee to kick off the show? I certainly do, no issue with this, and Corbin, just doing his usual stick as well. But anyway, moving on then to Liv Morgan v Natty. Natty got the first takedown, but Liv countered and got a big drop kick early on. Natty dropped Liv on the ropes and stomped on her neck before the champ caught her on the apron, but missed the DDT. Liv was tossed into the ring post and fell outside the ring before he headed for a break. In the match, Natalya got a big powerbomb for a near fall before getting an ankle lock in. Liv then broke out the hold and sent Natty into the ring post before hitting the Oblivion for the W. And yeah, that was it. Gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I mean, it wasn't too bad at all, especially with all the intrigue heading to Natalya refusing to, do the pin at the house show. So yeah, 6 out of 10 intrigue, but it was kind of there. But anyway, backstage, Paul Heyman told Theory that cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase on Roman Reigns at SummerSlam would be a bad idea. He instead asked him to schedule a proper title match, but Mr. Money in the Bank had other plans. The New Day were out next and dressed as Vikings and made fun of the Viking Raiders, calling them fake and said they were dishonourable. The real Viking Raiders came out and New Day called them imposters before Eric and Ivar threatened to mangle Woods and Kofi. The New Day then called them ugly before the Raiders approached the ring, but Jinder Mahal and Shanky attempted on the ramp. The New Day then came in with dives to the outside and took the Vikings out before dancing with Shanky in the ring while Jinder posed pensively. I mean, how many times are we just going to do this same whole angle? I mean, yeah. It's just getting quite confusing now. Can we just progress through? We've been doing this for 2 months now, I swear. But anyway, backstage on SmackDown, Gunther learned that Ludwig had a rematch with Shinsuke and hit him with a chop while yelling at him in German. Alright, Gunther, mate, I wouldn't want to work for you. Before Lacey Evans had her entrance music restarted after the deafening boost, she got on the mic and said the fans were all nasty before telling them to go to hell and walked out of the match. As soon as Leah came out, I just knew that the match wasn't happening. A bit like this, Drew McIntyre was supposed to face Sheamus for the Universal title contenders match, but the latter again decided to back out and sent Ridge Holland to take his place. And yeah, McIntyre came with a big kick on Holland after Butch ran outside and rang the bell. Butch and Sheamus interfered and Holland hit a power slam for a near fall. Drew then recovered and got the Glasgow kiss before hitting white noise while staring at Sheamus in the face. McIntyre hit the Claymore and got the easy win. I mean, yeah, this is just part of the problem. As soon as those 2 matches came out, I just knew they wouldn't happen, and in the end they just didn't happen. The match was fine, but we've done this for 2 weeks now. Yeah, just shitty advertising, knowing we won't get the match. I mean, it's poor form, to be honest, and it's just very predictable. 5 out of 10. Backstage, Heyman offered Moss the Universal title match if he took care of Roman Reigns' future problem theory. I like this as well, elevating Moss and putting something on the match. But Moss had control of the match early on and got some takedowns before getting a pig pop-up for a fall away. Outside the ring, he was sent into the ring sets before Theory hit a big drop kick. Mills then had a near fall for Spinebuster before Theory counter power and hit a big move for a near fall zone. Madcap then tossed Theory outside before Theory smacked him with the Money in the Bank briefcase to cause a DQ. After the match, Theory was trashing on the bloodline. Sammy then came out to defend a Greek hold. The former asked how Sammy was going to beat him with one arm before the Usos made their entrance. Theory was fleeing, but Moss came in and tossed him into the ring post before he headed for a break on SmackDown. And yeah, any kind of goodwill they had before kind of went 5 out of 10. It's all very predictable with the DQ, to be honest. But then it was time for our main event. Continuing that, it's Jimmy Uso versus Angelo Dawkins. Jimmy was dominating early on, and Dawkins was outside with a kick off the apron, but his dive outside was countered with a fist from Angelo. Jimmy then hit a big tackle and sent Dawkins over the barricade before he headed for a break on SmackDown. Back in the match, the officials went down, but Jimmy hit a super kick and almost won. By the time the referee discovered, Dawkins had recovered and tipped down Jimmy with a sky high, getting the pin. Jimmy's shoulder was up during the pin, and Adam Pearce came out and said that stipulations like this, they needed a special guest referee for SummerSlam, and it was Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett. I mean, how does having a unqualified ref help with this? Yeah, very bizarre. But a brawl broke out and the Usos and the Profits went off the air. Yeah, I mean, it gets a 6 out of 10 for me. The match wasn't bad, but yeah, it's just some confusing stuff. I mean, Jeff Jarrett, I don't know who I was expecting, but yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be Jeff Jarrett. But there we go. And in terms of the match, it wasn't too bad, so I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Overall this week, SmackDown gets a 5 out of 10 from me. Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of SmackDown this week, kind of like I haven't been for the last few weeks. It just feels empty without Roman Reigns on the show, just some of the booking decisions are strange, and yeah, that I just can't really get behind, to be honest. So yeah, I don't really have any chance to give it any other thing than a 5 out of 10. Yeah, just not a great show from the Blue Brand, to be honest. But anyway guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, don't forget to comment down below, follow and subscribe for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on the screen, I'll be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.